Hey, what's up, guys? This is Barb. Um, I'm recording now for Terrifying Thursday. Um, I'm going to be honest. It was kind of a tough pick. I have a few horror games that I wanted to play. I really wanted to play Omori, just to find out that the screen fucking sucks. So I'll mess around with Omori a bit and see if I can get it up next week. But for now, we're gonna run the Slay the Princess because this game is quite good. I'd recommend checking it out if you ever have the free time. It's it's a visual novel, but it has a unique twist where you are trying to kill the princess.
You're on a path in the woods.
This fucker interrupting me.
Path is a cabin, and in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Yeah.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Nuh-uh. End of the world? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Yeah?
Don't linger on the specifics.
I don't trust
You have
this
a
guy
job to do.
for some reason.
Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Yeah.
Look, you're
Do you have
already
any
on the
evidence?
path that leads to the cabin.
Any evidence
Why
at
would
all?
you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
I don't even know how I got here. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Wait.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
I don't believe you for some reason.
And before you decide to waste
You
even more
know,
of our time
the
by
beginning
asking,
part
know
of
that
this
let us
game
suggest a more
actually
pragmatic lens through
told
which
me
to
this
view
was
this
a love
situation.
story.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end.
Yeah, will it?
There is no changing
Yeah.
that. It's no use
God, this
arguing
guy.
semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Yeah?
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
No, now it's my job. Okay. It seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Like, killing royalty. I don't subscribe to this belief, but, I might be a monarchist.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Well, I wouldn't slay anyone, is the thing.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world
That's
to
what you
end.
think?
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
No, I'm not. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her. And if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. Got it?
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of
I think you're just a
lies.
misogynist,
And
dude.
the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Yeah.
Then each and every one of us is doomed.
Yeah.
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Yeah.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
No, will I?
We're not going to go through with this, right?
Who
She's
are
a
you?
princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Uh-huh.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
No, I hear what he's saying. I hear what he's saying.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
You know who else is perched on that pristine table?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Fine. I'll take it. Just in case.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather...
Well, I don't want to kill her.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place.
I think you're an oppressive
The air feels
person.
heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice.
Who's there?
Oh, she sounds upset.
She sounds dangerous. So don't let it fool you.
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the base. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Yeah. What? No way. What? Why would you even think that? I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
I mean, I'm not gonna drop it, but I'll sit.
Look how reasonable she's being. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Okay, well, if the world's about to end, I don't really think I care if it's becoming. I'll tighten my grip on it.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
Oh, look at her. She looks so sad. Too bad she's gonna
You
kick
poor
my ass.
thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Ooh, mama. Whew.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right?
Well, I
And
can
if that
throw a
knife is
knife.
the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate, you're so... No, this is a good idea.
Oh, threatened, are we? You.
Well, I'm not gonna drop the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Fine then, I guess we're at an impasse.
I guess we are.
For the love of every... Or drop the...
Are you sure you don't want to talk?
Yeah, I'm sure.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is...
I have to choose. We'll flip a fucking... We'll flip a rock on it. No. Here, wait. 1 second. 1 second here. There's got to be like a coin flipper I can pull up. Give me 1 second here. Okay. All right. Oh, it's going. This doesn't matter. On heads, we slay her. On tails, we don't. Okay. All right. We're dropping the blade.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Yeah, I'm down for that. Like, why did I get
Against your
closer?
better judgment, you step forward to... We'll be fine. Don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
My fault. A relationship? Are you coming on to me? What's your name?
She hesitates before
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Okay.
Note the lack of detail.
How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure, well, we can always...
Her sharp eyes settle. She isn't suggesting she is.
There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of
Well,
monster?
with the way you're looking at me, it kind of makes me think, why is my
If I'm
hand
supposed
a
to be
talon?
capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
I was hoping you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a... That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't...
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear.
Well, no, I just want you to be honest. Like, are you actually just gonna kill me
But you don't really know me, do
No,
you?
I don't.
What can my word possibly be worth in a situation
Not
like
much.
this?
I just flipped a coin to decide if I killed you or
One
not.
thing, her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about... So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no
Okay,
less.
okay. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Okay. Doesn't tell me jack or shit, but we'll circle back to the relationship part.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions.
Okay, that's true.
Oh, have you...
You know.
So, I don't know here. Let's slay the first run.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt a moment of distraction, and hesitation is all you
Yikes.
needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to you. It feels like
Damn.
you're hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been.
I'm only blushing because I'm sick, okay? That's the only reason.
Holy shit, though she's unarmed. The shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again
Okay,
and again,
alright.
and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this...
Finish the job. Mama ain't raised no quitter.
Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do off, the two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh,
The two of you fall to the floor.
Man, talk about a love story, am I right? This is how I met your mother, kids.
this was fun.
I agree.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
No, not really.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Blech. Blech. The adversary. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh, really?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Really? I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu right now.
A terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it.
I don't know about that one.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Oh, will it?
That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
Sure, man.
That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Yeah. Yeah.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it.
No, you
Like
were
I said,
there.
We've just met for the first time, you and I.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of it. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
No.
We did our best with the information we were given, and we did.
We
kill
did.
her. And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything?
Don't mock me,
After
bitch.
that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any
Yeah,
consequences.
the world does kind of look a little messed up.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone... Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back.
I'm not sure.
Did time simply rewind itself?
I think this is a different
Were you
universe,
instead
bro.
transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
They're probably fine. I think there's just a cycle between me and her.
Ugh, enough. I couldn't agree more. Just be quick about it.
We killed each other last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again? Like I said, if she killed you, you probably just didn't listen to her, don't talk to her, don't trust her, just do it. Just go in, do your job, and save the world. All she did last time around was beat me to death. How can someone like that in the world?
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given
I
to
don't
you.
trust you.
Oh, this is... There's nothing wrong with getting the full picture. Sure there is. It's wasting time.
Who locked her in the basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told
Neither
you
of you are
this
being very
It's a
forthcoming.
path in the woods. Don't
You guys are
overcomplicate
both like
things.
Aaron Burr. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing
Oh
this.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Call it a prophecy.
Yeah.
If it helps.
Yeah.
But it's just the way things
Like
are.
that. Like I believe that for a second.
Oh, didn't know we were special.
We're not.
Yeah, I like the sound
We're
of that.
not special.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
That's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, a warning before you go any further.
Yeah? What's that? Give me 1 second. I'm messing with some things. Okay.
She will lie, she will
said
cheat,
that last time.
and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
You said that last time.
Don't believe.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
I mean, you very well can. In fact, quite a few people do that anyway. Like, I don't know if you've ever been in a fight, but I've been in my fair share of fights. I'm a boxer, a little bit. I'm an amateur boxer. I know my way around the ring, but people fuck around in the ring all the time. Same with like MMA and karate and stuff like that. People are big cheaters in the ring.
Are you sure about that?
The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice.
Sorry, I'm messing with my audio as well while I'm playing this game because I noticed that when they speak, it doesn't quite hit how far I want it to. But yeah, you'll barely hear it. I think. I don't know. I'll listen to it again.
The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her.
Will she now?
Ever. Are we clear? Crystal. Let's just get on with it already.
I like the stubborn one, but he is a bit annoying later.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its
I
edge.
can kind of see that, bro.
See? Even the cabin has the right idea. The blade is your
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting over the
there's
altar,
a mirror right
and the
here,
door
bro.
to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a
Yeah,
mirror.
it's right there.
There isn't. You already wasted so much time in the woods. Who even cares if there's a mirror?
I care because I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. You're right, it doesn't matter.
But it does matter. Don't you care if we're being
Not
lied
really.
to? If he's willing to lie
I
about
wanna
something
fight.
as innocuous as a mirror, what else is... I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself. But there was a mirror a second. Now it's gone. So all of us... You take the blade from the altar. It... Very. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll... So focus.
Alright. I'm focused. I'm locked in. We're gonna murder this princess.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase. Her fierce voice.
Is that another challenge?
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Good. As much as I'm...
That's what I'm saying.
Just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good... As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement
That's
wall.
my type of woman right there. Right there. Ooh. 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 My type of princess. That's what I'm saying. Stubborn. Ooh, boy.
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, I hope.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes.
boy, did I.
I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
Ooh. Ooh.
Good. With a singular focus, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the... Here we go.
Oh, we'll make it Cantor.
You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum. Your weapon tight. Pull it out. We'll try it. No, we can do this.
Keep pushing.
You're gonna win.
Keep pushing.
The princess's grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary cave.
Yes. Yes, you're right. We don't even need...
Your balance is suddenly thrown off as the princess pulls you into her knee. It collides with your ribs, and you feel them as she strikes you again. You hear the whine of strength. We're fine! But you barely have enough time to notice before the princess follows up. Your grip loosens from the impact. The blade...
I said we're fine!
I was just describing. You might not have said as much, but you certainly am. It really doesn't matter. The princess glances...
You forgot this.
She tosses it. You and the princess attack each other one way. Does that mean dead? Or rather, about to be dead. As your blade pierces her sternum, the princess buries her fist into the soft meat of your organs.
No, it's not.
But it is over. Dead is dead. I know this isn't the happiest ending for
No,
you.
it's not over.
Are you going to...
It's not over.
Wait, no, that can't be right. Your eyes bolt open. Ah! What about her? The blade went right.
What about her?
No, she's dead.
Well, I knew it. I told you we should all believe in her. This is...
The princess rises from the ground, staggering slightly, one hand
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
Yes!
She pulls the weapon from her chest, barely wincing.
I'm not joking. Like, this actually, this, like, tall, strong, ugh.
But she came.
Give
back.
me a piece
What's
of
the
that
point
any
finding
day.
her if she can just do that? All of you need to settle down. This whole situation is coming dangerously close to untethering. She clearly never actually died. You just missed her heart, that's all. Oh.
Yeah, we just missed the heart. Yeah, of course.
Of course, that's all. You were the one who said we hit her heart. You were the one who... Well, I guess you had it wrong. I never said... With an unbreakable determination, you snatch the blade from the floor and stumble back to your feet. Free from hesitation, you close the distance. Your blade digs into her neck, grinding against her vertebrae as her fist connects with your body. The impact forces the air from your lungs. You both collapse to the ground.
And then we get up.
Yes. And then...
That was a good...
You and the princess
Holy
exchange dozens
fuck.
of devastating blows. Sometimes you manage to strike first, and sometimes she tears through you before you have a chance to act. But more often than not. And then you get up and do it again. We're all still here.
Again.
What are you waiting for? I'm right here. What is this place?
Did we do this?
Huh. I didn't think we had it in us. But I guess that stuck-up control freaks
It's the end of the world, isn't it?
far from it. We're still...
I
No.
feel so...
I hate this game. I hate this game so much. Oh, it's the mirror. You do not have an opportunity to respond. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her stead.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror. I'm begging you, don't do this. It's different now.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. You are at the cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
I wouldn't say fragile, but yeah. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I'm a dancing barbarian, I guess. Solitary lights, what do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network.
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes. Nerves and fibers. This one yearns to grow and struggle. Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a bold heart.
Will she?
Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me.
But were you always a princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter?
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
I don't know. Look around you. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Huh. Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept.
Fragment of a concept.
The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
See.
I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Okay. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
I see.
Bring me more perspectives.
Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How much will I forget?
Everything.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever.
I was sent to slay the princess and stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers.
Okay. Make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Ah! Okay. Who was her? Who was that?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to...
Sweet! I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution!
That's the spirit. You make your way up the shore. We're not going to go through. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the blade is your... The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds... Don't let it fool you.
Checking in on you.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the... She's so... Focus on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
No.
Then drop the knife.
We should. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. You ignore the trembling in your hand.
You poor...
You step forward.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a... So, you should just...
She's unarmed. Doubt on a moment of disbelief. Oh, though she's your wicked...
Give up.
Are you serious? You lacked the will to finish the job. The princess, exhausted. This is the end, isn't it?
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if...
She plants her foot on your chest and pushes you onto your back, the air leaving your lungs in a heavy puff.
Probably isn't good for me.
And then she brings her knee. She leans into it with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess, shattering your windpipe and leaving you starved for breath.
It's too bad. I was looking forward to some company.
I mean...
Everything goes dark, and you die.
I'll be back, don't worry. The tower. Like the tarot card?
You're on a path. You're here
What
to
is this
slay her.
pressure?
If you don't, it will be the end of the... A warning. She will... We might... Can we tone down the pessimism just as... I'm not being a pessimist. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I can't... I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her.
So here's what I'm gonna do.
If he rescue her, given the
They're
stakes of
talking
the
about
situation,
pledging
there isn't
her
really a
myself
difference
to
between
her.
rescuers
So what I'm
and
going to do
she's
is I'm going
tried.
to pretend to
If
pledge,
that's what you want.
and then I'm just gonna fucking kill her. I think that's the way to do it, because I feel like
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only
I was
furniture
right.
of note is a massive
Because we got our
marble
asses
with a
beat.
pristine blade perched on its edge.
Because we got our asses beat so bad last time, it made it to where she's a god. Sorry, a goddess. So she's going to kill us.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are
I
small.
mean, in comparison to everything else.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll...
Wipe the mirror clean. Oh, and it's
Reach
gone.
forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know we should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better.
I'll take the knife.
You take
And then I'll enter the basement.
the door to... It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Maybe this is also my type, guys.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
That is true.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
I see that.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you,
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
Guys, hear me out.
You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity.
Oh, thank you.
Drop it.
No.
As if on command,
Aw.
the blade slips from your grasp. It clatters, but we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tight. I have a duty to report facts as facts. Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence.
I mean, I'm literally in her presence.
Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap.
Kneel.
No.
Oh, are you still Kneel.
Your legs buckle, and your knees hit the floor.
Okay.
That's my good little bird. Now,
No!
why don't we talk?
Oh no. Oh no, maybe this wasn't the best choice for Terrifying Thursday.
The last time
Oh
you
no.
tried to kill me, and here you are again. What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death? Speak.
The last time nobody should have met her before this. You should be the first. You're the only one I trust to deal with her.
Oh shit. Fuck.
And you shouldn't have trusted
Uh
us.
oh.
There was nothing we could do to stop her then. There's nothing we can do to stop her.
Okay, this guy's just being a pessimist.
He's being melodramatic, but yeah, we've been here before and she absolutely destroyed us. What are we even supposed to do to stop her?
Win?
That's worrying. Whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
You're supposed to end the world or something?
Do you think holding shut your beak is enough to stop me from prying it open? Do you think... You're less broken. Perhaps you need another lesson and pick up.
Do it. No objection. Don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but as your eye falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits...
Come on, let me choose it. Let me choose it. Come on, let me choose it.
You reach forward.
Stand.
This one. Okay, yeah.
I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. I hate you so much.
You can feel a creaking tent. The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come, dragging out the...
To define me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance. Take that knife in your hand.
What? You don't have to...
Come on. It's at the bottom. Let me go up!
Oh, will and your hand lifts... Your body is sluggish and unresponsive.
Slitting your throat would have been a mercy, but it's plunged that knife.
I'm sorry. Don't. As you take another step forward, the blade digs into your ribs.
That would hurt.
Then it slides back out, the wound burning as a small hiss of air.
Now,
Those are just words. It's what you Heroic one, what are you doing? I'm on it. Your other hand locks around your wrist, struggling to keep it from perforating vital
Oh, fuck.
organs. But the blade still flails towards you.
What a pitiful display. It doesn't have.
Slay the princess.
Or you can.
Continue.
Slay the princess.
You know, this would be a lot easier if you gave us a hand. My influence only goes so far, and I can only juggle so many things.
We
at
don't
once.
need you.
The best I can do right now is to continue to drive you.
We don't need you.
You're the one making things difficult. You're the one making us hurt.
Stop.
As you finish crossing the room, you fall to your knees at the princess's feet. Your chest, the princess kneels down, lifting your...
Your devotion is misplaced. You've surrendered to delusion. But something about your perhaps, if you've learned, there's a place at my side for you, if you'll have it.
Oh, that's the meat. Yes, it's a mercy. I think he's given up what at least one of you is saying. She's within striking distance, and she's only negotiating now.
I might. I do have a thing for stronger women. Ooh, slay the princess.
Yes. So your body, the wind of your freedom rushes through you, and you channel it into a decisive blow, stabbing into the soft flesh of her ankle and severing the tendon. She falls to the floor, crashing unceremoniously. You don't give her any time to recover. Your heart pounding with determination. As you find your target again and again, she laughs, crude emotion breaking through her once stony composure as your blade. We can do this. You always could. The decision to give you this task.
It's not too late to pick up the pieces. It's not.
Shut up.
I can't believe you would actually strike me. You heathen! You worm! You defiler! You don't know the consequences of your...
Me. I'm gonna kill you.
Before you can strike the final blow, the princess lashes at you. There's an unsettling wet pop.
Who cares?
Breaks. Numbness and pain spreading through your body. As you rebound towards the ceiling in a moment of disorient, your body is crushed as she pulverizes you into. You lie there, broken, beyond pain, unable to even see what she's done to you. But the princess is succumbing.
You made me use my hands. I can feel myself twisting into something new, something dull, something defiled. What have you done to me?
I stabbed the shit out of you.
You're monsters and conspirators. The princess has been nothing but cruelty.
But I don't feel liberated.
Aside from the pain, I feel fine. She collapses to the floor. Her glassy eyes watch, unblinking, yet somehow still full of anguish and fear, as the two of you perish. I suppose we were never gonna get her happy. Don't let those be your final thoughts. You saved the world, I guess.
We did it.
Regardless of how you feel about it, it's finally...
The fury. Oh boy. What have I unleashed? Oh!
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of the path... Okay, what the hell is...
Where are we?
I think he's upset.
Thanks, man.
And what's he got to be upset about? We just killed a god.
We did.
Exactly. Heathens destroyed the most beautiful thing that ever was. And
What sort of nonsense place are we at right now?
She was bad for us and you almost got us killed. You're being too generous. He did get us killed. Alright, enough chatter. Got a thing I'm supposed to do.
I'm
and
just
if
so
you don't
bad.
mind, I'd like to do it without any more interruptions. Okay, great, you're listening. You're on a path. If your thing is telling us about the princess, don't waste your breath. We know all about her, and it's hardly a path in the woods at this point, is it? Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next...
Feels like I'm being pulled in 100 different directions. You better all listen to me when the time comes to make a choice.
so what if I'm speaking my mind? It's not like I've ever really got...
What a crock of shit. Yeah, you stabbed us last time. It didn't even work. sweetheart. If you didn't submit to her, for all we know, that wouldn't have happened.
It's the punishment you all deserved for not listening to her.
Aside from our sulking friend, I don't think you have much to worry about. You're still the one in charge here, and the second he tries something, I'll put a stop
Thank
to
you,
it.
Stubborn. If we hit... the music here is fucking awesome. I don't know what fucking corruption realm we're in right now, but...
Then what happens? Have you even been listening? It's the end.
You know, I think we're already here, though. I think we're already at the end.
But is there something... How am I supposed to know? The end means finality. It's not like I can just peek on over to the other side and tell you what it's like there, if there even is a there. It doesn't matter because we're going to win.
Yeah.
Now that's exactly the sort of mindset I like to see.
We're gonna
Don't be
win.
consumed with self-doubt. Don't flirt with oblivion. Just focus. Good. We're all on the same page.
What was that noise?
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the park, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. End her. That's it? No final words of advice? I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard.
That's true.
There's still a princess at the cabin. Maybe we can salvage things. Maybe if we just grovel and apologize.
Oh, cut it out, will you? We need to be tough right now. You're making it so much harder. The interior of the cabin is a place that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight. But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living.
I don't know if you guys can tell, but God, do I hate body horror.
That's horrible. You did this. The only furniture of note is a pulsating
Why is it
pedestal.
pulsating?
A pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
Take the
Take
blade.
the blade from the pedestal. Good.
It's that mirror again.
Mirror. There is no mirror. There's the pedestal and the door to the base. Just tell us where the door is. I'd like to get back to fighting, and if you want us to kill her so bad, I'm sure you feel the same. I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a mirror because I would know if there was a mirror. You're either seeing things or you're confused on the definitions of door and mirror. Or you're seeing things. That seems far.
No, I don't know what a mirror is. What is that?
What are you trying to say exactly?
He thinks we've lost. That we're succumbing to
That's an unnecessarily
Okay, well,
melodramatic
I'm talking
way
to
describe
four
hallucination.
different
Much.
people that are
I'm not gonna
all
waste
me.
time arguing with any of you.
Well, the narrator isn't, but I'm talking to a bunch of people that are all me, and I think that would mean that I'm a little broken.
It went away after we touched it last time. Let's just
Okay,
step forward.
no
and
more
approach the door to
squelching.
the basement, hesitating before you open. It really is just like last.
smash it.
Don't you want to know what we've seen there? Nah, I'm with him on this one. Let's get far. Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so you reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the... Why am I not surprised? You step forward into the dark. The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. A high-vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic.
I don't like
The
this
air is
place.
thick, its odor
I regret
oppressive
killing
violence.
the princess.
The metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with her voice, a bellowing
Was severing the tendons of my ascension not enough for you? Was it not enough to rent? Come, see the horrors you've wrought upon my... See how you've soured my...
She's so angry with us. Why? Why did you desecrate her? Why couldn't I stop you?
You've got to stop thinking about her like that. It isn't doing anyone any good. She's not some untouchable god.
She's an abomination.
Why is there a bug in
We
my
are going to
ear?
put an end to her once and for all.
Whatever she is now is our.
It doesn't matter what we are. She needs slaying, and we've got the means to do it, so let's get a move on.
If I might interject, you didn't make her into an abomination. She's always been what she is. It's why you're here, and it's why your task is so important. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's walls are painted in
Okay, you're
blood,
not as bad as I thought you'd be.
sickening red that drips down.
Is that
and
your
streams off
skin?
the charred corpses that make up its floor. The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deep then. With a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It plops to the ground, and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings.
Ah!
She is loose, and she is coming for you.
Let her in. It's the punishment you all deserve for what you did to her.
I hate this place.
Punishment I deserve for letting it happen.
Ooh, I hate this place.
Screw that. We can win. We've done it before and we'll do it again, only this time we'll make it out the other side. Hell, she's practically done most of the work for us.
Your heart free of fear, you charge towards the princess. Your
those
eyes
nails
locked on each
in her
other,
skin?
prepared to lay down your very essence in one. It's now or never. With a horrifying squelch, you are unwound. No, that's our stuff. She can't just. She just did. Unfortunate, I know, but
You should all just be grateful she's decided to keep us alive.
We're not out for the count.
You damn cheater, give me my insides back.
the words don't leave your metaphorical mouth. Instead, all that leaves are metaphorical.
You don't have the means to speak anymore, do you? It is tragic, though, isn't it? I'm not satisfied dividing fear and indignation from your eyes alone. A quivering...
She snaps her fingers, and the basic form of the
Why?
broken system assembles before you.
Now, little bird, what...
I didn't say please.
Skin flayed and organs flapped.
That's right.
Still you defy your god! I've made the mistake of underestimating your resolve.
You swing for her heart. What's left of you? So that's it.
Of course it's over.
This is the final note of your discordant melody. You will not return again, because you will...
No, it's not.
Didn't you hear her?
What's the difference? From many perspectives, there isn't one, but functionally, you are entirely laid bare, spread to each corner of the room. Yet you are wholly aware of the state you're in, incapable of movement, but entirely capable of perception. In fact, perceiving your state.
We're more than this.
Absolutely not. I refuse to let you just decide to die.
But you do die. There's a great release as you lose your grip on what's left of your flesh and blood. Yet, you are still here.
Your Honor? Where the hell are you? This place is different. Rotten. Death all...
So you've returned. Oh,
The princess tilts her head to look at you and with a jib again.
clearly I left you with too much room.
You know what to do.
Your Honor, she's...
You, guy who describes things, you better start saying what we do this time.
And...
Attack it.
Right. You charge toward...
There is no spark in you. Oh,
You explode.
Again.
Again and again and again.
You're on a path. We are not on a fucking path. I have no...
We're in the middle of a fight, so
So you are. Okay. We're unwound. Yes. Her head swivels creakily on her neck, fire in her eyes as your body...
No.
Again!
Your Honor,
No time.
you might actually do it.
Feel that body of yours slicing through the air. How many more times?
As she turns towards you, the very essence of your being begins to flake away. Your muscle... Oh, boo-hoo.
It's just a body.
Last long enough to sink this blade into her heart.
It doesn't last. You are disintegrated.
But there is no you to die.
How many times do I need to pulverize you before you finally understand? You are nothing. An empty void that
That feels...
If we're nothing, then why?
Because we always have been. If we're nothing, then how can we do anything? The same way we always have. Being nothing.
you cannot.
In this.
How? I've scattered the atoms you clung to and there was nothing there to find. You can't.
It's over.
Oh, I think I understand you now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do the things I did to you. I don't think I knew.
She sounds... They always do in the end.
It's cold, but
She's gone. Where did she go?
That was
Should we try and find
horrifying.
And there's that mirror.
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me.
But it feels so bad. Like, screw the mirror. We don't need comfort.
It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice.
Okay.
Maybe there'll be a good fight there.
Whatever makes you...
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Ugh. You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. Whenever you are ready,
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel
Okay,
gives
we'll
fresh
run
perspectives
one more,
and
and
carves
then
new
we'll be done.
avenues of expression. I am different.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight
I'm
answer?
sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than any.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close and reflect. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretch. It feels correct. This is what I need.
You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you?
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. There is passion and empathy buried under her unfeeling skin. She will make for a weathered heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace.
I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I feel things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but they are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them you are a gate to something more. But they are only the wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I...
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do? How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My water, you will have your rest.
I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return. We will meet again.
The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here.
Oh, thanks for telling me what to do.
It's all part of the job. You make your way. We're not going to go through with this. Ignore him.
Okay.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
I attacked
The air
her
is stale and musty.
2
The
times
floor and
before.
walls are painted
So
in a
this
fine
time,
layer of dust.
I'm going
The
to
only furniture of note is a plain
leave the blade
table.
behind.
Perched on that table is a pristine. The blade is your. The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice
Hello?
is hypnotizing. It's the
Changed.
kind of voice you only have to hear once. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the.
Just checking in on
You
you.
are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused.
Hi.
See what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you.
You're making a no. You're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chair. They're large and heavy. Far too solid for you.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I mean, most guards leave their keys on their belt while they're patrolling the prison. So I don't think it's crazy to think that maybe the key is up there somewhere. I'm gonna check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around and somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can find something to break you out.
Okay. I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the base. Is someone else?
Try the door.
You try the door. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam.
There's a slight panic rise.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through as she rips her flesh from her bone. It's the blade from upstairs. Or we could. You won't like.
Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound. You cut into her. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her limb falls to the ground. She didn't so much as utter a sound through. No. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Parts locked door.
No. We won't have any of that. The stakes are as the princess Wait. Watch me.
Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you.
Your body lunges forward. The blade, but the princess dodges. Stop it. Stop.
Resist.
The blade! As your body remains frozen,
We both know.
she nervously reaches towards you and
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Thank you.
plunges it into your
God.
chest, tearing through flesh and
Oh no!
Stay strong. For her sake. Don't you start. Whatever. She sinks the blade. She doesn't. Apparently not.
Ouch.
With one last thrust of the knife, it can't just end like, oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently,
All right,
I can't
that's a
deny the
thumbnail.
reality of what's happened. The two of you
One
made
second.
your choice.
That's a thumbnail.
It's over.
That's a thumbnail and a half right there. Give me 1 second. That's a thumbnail.
Everything goes dark. You're on a path in the wood. You're here to slay. Mike, if he doesn't remember what happened. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? Oh, yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we.
I love the
and
voice
princess
actor
are in
for, like,
love.
all of the
And
voices in my
four of
head.
us will be foiling any and all assassination. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him. What can I say? A word.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning. She will lie.
I think we've already been over this.
I do.
Sure, you don't pay their bickering any mind.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the the blade is your
Into the basement. Who needs to look at the mirror when we have our beloved
The door to
down
the
here?
basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, a soft voice.
Hello?
Her voice. It's somehow. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not.
But I am!
Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the
God.
princess. There's a heavy chain around
This
her
isn't my
wrist,
type at all.
binding her
I don't
far
like I don't like sub women. The first one though. Ooh boy. Ooh boy.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear.
She can hear my spirit, yes, of course.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next. That's right, villain. Well, only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands. And you died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion.
I damn a billion worlds to oblivion for her.
What's done is done. We damned a whole world. Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not.
What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Oh, cool.
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Kinda, yeah.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants. Are you listening to her?
Honestly, the world sucks. People are a plague, and I hope you brought a slow and painful ruin to all of them. I don't believe this. I personally like most people I meet, but...
I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a misanthrope.
Lucky for you, I did destroy the world. I destroyed all of it and made...
I'd point out that she just admitted to obliterating the entire world. Oh, it moves me. Whatever we do next, we should do our best to not let her out.
You said let her out.
You've seen her angelic face. She should get a pass. By destroy... Apparently. If another version of me was pushed to such...
That's okay. You were just doing your best.
Aw,
That's all
thanks,
that matters.
princess.
She took that in
Where's the
stride.
fighting?
To a surprising extent. And that's because she's... Do you think she has someone like him telling her what? She doesn't. There's no one else like
God,
him.
I hope so.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always...
Rescue the princess. Wait.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. What? No, she's a prisoner. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that?
No, that's not weird at all. It doesn't mean she has an obsession with me or anything. No, that's completely normal.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior, and further... No. You'll what? Take over our body? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings, and doesn't the world end? You approach
Bird,
the
person, and
gingerly
princess.
slide
How
her
beautiful.
from her bindings. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a...
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this
Yeah!
The princess
When I hit a
jumps
higher
up and
octave like
smothers you
that,
in
that's
a
usually when
joyful
I start
embrace.
coughing.
Ugh.
Or when I get too excited.
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back, and luckily for Mr. Romance...
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of...
What do we do now?
What do you want to do?
Let me guess.
Spoken with the rank cynicism of...
I don't actually know.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. You're so gullible.
I think I want to...
The princess closes her eyes in deep, and then she shrugs.
I don't know.
If you want to leave, then let's leave.
That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand.
We have each other.
I like to think that you... Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made, and I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse. You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand.
Where?
Look at the way she's-
Someone's never been in
Be
love.
so happy about this. And what happened? Let's see. Oh, isn't that it? That's a familiar... Did I do that last time? Then you should know that...
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here?
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the
A
world...
true
remove
love.
The strength of true love.
Enough with this...
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you will ever know.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that. I'm just along for the ride.
I think I've got this.
Okay, yeah, you...
You place your hand and the lock clicks and the door...
Anything for my princess.
Kidding me. I knew it. Your words are no match for
God,
the pure
this is the
strength of our
dumbest
hearts,
thing ever.
bound together as one.
You and the princess make your way upstairs. Blade, that's right. There's still a chance for you to do the right...
You're not doing
You're
that.
enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world. You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just... That's not... Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously.
All we need to be is all we need to be happy is each other. What if we just stayed here and built a little life together?
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that. And then you step...
A happy ending at...
We did it! What?
Where did he...
Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed.
I'm cold.
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave
No,
them.
no, 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 no. Oh, man. But you don't get a chance to make that jacket, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? And is that a...
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't... Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if...
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Ugh. Demon bird. You've withered. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into... All of me is changing. This one is soft and delicate. You molded. Do not mourn her. She has
Can't be a
served her
contradiction.
purpose.
Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe. I am everything that you have known me to be.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have.
It doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less.
If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me.
It says that your heart is gentle.
You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm gonna kill you, right? Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention. Perhaps this will.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what my joy is in seeing what you choose.
So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. My gift to you is to let you choose.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know.
I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Alright.
You're on a path in the...
That... Alright. That's where I'm going to call it. Thank you all for joining me today on our first Terrifying Thursday. We will get back into this game at some point next week. I don't have any horror games. If you all come across a horror game that you recommend, please feel free to leave it in the comments. But yeah, other than that, I just wanted to thank you all for coming in and watching the video. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye. This is Barb just reminding you to like, subscribe, and destroy that bell button.